This edition of the Mike Wagner Show is brought to you by Picture This Photo Books, where remembering is the key ingredient. How beautiful your mother looked at her wedding, and even more so at yours. And who doesn't miss Grandma's meatballs? The holidays are coming. What better time to give a gift of remembrance that makes you laugh and cry all at the same time? Whatever gift of Grandma's recipes, or just because, those smiles and tears will melt your heart. Call Karen Shaw at 646-798-0809 or visit picturethisphotobooks.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 10% off your first order. Picture This Photo Books, bringing your memories back to life. They're whimsical, casual, or formal, and always uniquely you.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show. It's time to give a shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mian Mohsen Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, then you'll love Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia. Available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. It takes place in 4 countries with 2 strangers and 1 target where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available in paperback and ebook on Amazon. Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia has garnered great reviews and is even loved by Hollywood celebrities including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today. Order Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, now available at Amazon.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartradio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition rate. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960 or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mian Mohsen Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you love Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia. Available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved and endorsed by Hollywood celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for Goes Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, available on Amazon. Also, the Mike Wagner Show is brought to you by Picture This Photo Books. Remembering is the key ingredient. How beautiful your mother looked at her wedding, and even more so at yours. Who doesn't miss Grandma's meatballs, huh? Well, the holidays are coming. What better time to give a gift for remembrance that makes you laugh and cry at the same time? And whatever gift for Grandma's recipes or just because, all smiles and tears will just melt your heart. Call Karen Shaw, Picture This Photo Books at 646-798-0809 or visit picturethisphotobooks.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Picture This Photo Books, bring your memories back to life. They're whimsical, casual, or formal, and always uniquely you. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show on over 30 podcast platforms and themikewagnershow.com, and check us out on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, Apple Music, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. Check out the Mike Wagner Show merchandise at themikewagnershow.com, and also on Amazon at the Mike Wagner Show podcast. T-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, tote bags, makes great gifts for your loved ones and friends 24/7, 365. And don't forget to check out the Mian Mohsen Zia store on Amazon for great books like Missing, Once and Wrinkles, and for cool merchandise like T-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, and a lot more. Go to Amazon.com and check out the Mian Mohsen Zia store today. And don't forget to support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM/support. Also on PayPal at The Mike Wagner Show or Mike Wagner Voiceover, and give generously at themikewagnershow.com, and make sure you do so today. We're here with a terrific gentleman who is the producer and owner of over 40 movies, including Crash, The Illusionist, and also Hostage featuring Bruce Willis, The Matador featuring Pierce Bronson, and The Painted Veil with Edward Norton and Naomi Watts. He was born in Tehran and raised in New York City, and went to school in Santa Barbara. He was working on 1886 Y and mayor of Kingstown with Jeremy Renner, and recently completed Yellowstone with Kevin Costner. And not only he does all that, he's involved in real estate as a developer and owner-operator with 35 years experience in real estate, office, retail, and etc. And he's also an author, too. He's got a book called The Human Condition, which is on Amazon. We'll talk more about that. Live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios in beautiful downtown Los Angeles, the multi-talented and the author of The Human Condition, Bob Yari. Bob, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Mike.
Well, it's great to have you on board too, Bob. So you're the producer of over 40 movies, including Crash, The Illusionist, also Hostage featuring Bruce Willis, Matador featuring Pierce Bronson, and Painted Veil featuring Edward Norton and Naomi Watts. And you're also working on currently 1886 Y and also Mayor of Kingstown with Jeremy Renner. And you recently completed Yellowstone with Kevin Costner. You're also a real estate developer, owner, operator with over 35 years experience in real estate, office, retail, and more. And you also have a book called The Human Condition, which offers pathway to fulfillment and happiness. And before getting to all that, Bob, tell us how I first got started.
I'm sorry, say that again?
I said, tell us how you first got started.
Writing or just in general?
Basically, with your career first, it's like, just go way back, like in a Wayback Machine. Sherman, go the Wayback Machine for you.
Well, way back, as a kid, I was always fascinated with movies and the power and influence of movies. And I remember as a kid, I think I was about 11 or 12, I got my first 8mm camera.
Oh, wow.
And started making movies and bought a little home splicing kit, and I would edit them, and I had a little projector, and I would show friends and family. And I just fell in love with the storytelling process, which I think with theatrical movies has a really special place in many people's lives as a source of entertainment and influence. So, to me, the movie medium is something that can actually affect social norms in people's lives in many ways. I mean, our heroes are in the movies. We like to emulate how they speak, how they act. So they have great influence on us. The stories have great influence on us, and the people portraying the characters have great influence. Mm-hmm. And that was always fascinating to me.
And what was that one precise moment that simply influenced you into what you're doing for the rest of your life?
I'm not sure if there was one particular moment, because, as you grow up and experience different things, I was fascinated with everything. I mean, I read a lot. Everything fascinated me, and I wanted to know more about as much as I could. So, even when I went to college, I think I was an electrical engineer major, but I started taking every course I could, from sociology to economics and psychology and chemistry. And I just loved learning new things. And, so slowly you kind of build the areas that you're most interested in, and then you pursue them. And film was always one of my top interests in life. So that's the one that I think I spend most of my time in.
And of course, speaking of films as well, too, who are some of your favorite actors, movies, and also directors too, especially growing up?
I mean, there's so many, because I'm such a movie nut. But Hal Ashby is one of my favorite directors. He did Harold and Maude and Being There with Peter Sellers. I just, there's so many movies I love, from The Godfather to even popcorn movies like Raiders of the Lost Ark, and then movies that have been profound and had messages that affected my thinking. And so the list is long, but there's just so many magical movies out there. And that's one thing we all kind of share. We find a lot in common by the films that we enjoy together.
Mm-hmm. And of course, you also got some films as well, too. And I forgot to mention, you're also the CEO of the production company of your own film group, and some of the films you've had, and also completing your directorial effort. We'll talk about some of your films in just 1 minute. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition rate. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 10% up to 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved and enjoyed by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for Goes Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon. Also, the Mike Wagner Show is brought to you by Picture This Photo Books. Remembering is a key ingredient. How beautiful your mother looked at a wedding, and even more so at yours. Who doesn't miss Grandma's meatballs, huh? Well, the holidays are coming. What better time to give a gift for remembrance that makes you laugh and cry at the same time? What if you get for Grandma's recipes or just because? Those smiles and tears will just melt your heart. Call Karen Shaw, Picture This Photo Books, at 646-798-0809, or visit picturethisphotoBooks.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Picture This Photo Books, bring you memories back to life. They're whimsical, casual, or formal, and always uniquely you. Also, check out The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com and over 30 podcast platforms. Take us with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today, and check out our merchandise at themikewagnershow.com and also on Amazon.com at The Mike Wagner Show Podcast. And for more great gift ideas, check out the Me and Molson-Zia store on Amazon for great books like Missing, Once, and Wrinkles, and cool merchandise, T-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, you name it. It's at the Me and Molson-Zia store on Amazon. Don't forget to support The Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM and PayPal, and support us at themikewagnershow.com, and make sure you do so today. We're here with the producer of over 40 movies, and also he's CEO of his own production company, Yari Film Group, and a major shareholder, and also real estate developer, and most importantly, the author of a great book, The Human Condition, here on the Mike Wagner Show. And before we talk about your book and some of your other ventures, you also had done over 40 movies like Crash, The Illusionist, and also Hostage, Matador. You also got your own production company. You're with Yari Film Group. You recently released War with Grandpa and Current War, and you completed Papa Hemingway in Cuba. And tell us about some of those films that you've done.
Well, you mentioned a lot of films, but most of those are TV series like Yellowstone and Mayor of Kingstown. And we just started shooting 1883 Y, which is a prequel to Yellowstone. And Yellowstone is its 4th season is airing in November. And Papa Hemingway in Cuba was a film that I directed. I think it's now 4 or 5 years ago. We shot it in Cuba. It was the first American film to shoot in Cuba in 60 years.
Wow, 60 years? Oh my goodness!
And it's a true story about Hemingway while he lived in Cuba.
Okay.
During the Cuban Revolution.
Oh, okay. I was just trying to think what year that was. I was thinking, what was it when Fidel Castro took over after that, or was it before? So I just wanted to clarify that. And of course, reading accounts, before Castro took over, Cuba was very fascinating.
Yeah, it was a little before he took over, and then during the revolution. So the time frame is 57 to 60. the revolution actually happened around 59. So that's the rough time frame.
And also, too, not only with your amazing film work, you're also a real estate developer and owner-operator, 35 years experience. And you also been involved in a number of merger and acquisitions. And tell us about some of the real estate you've done, some of the mergers, and also, just tell about the real estate business. I mean, what you guys is fascinating.
Well, I mean, real estate, I've just been a developer and investor in real estate for a long time and done everything I think you can imagine, from multifamily to office, retail, PUDs, industrial, warehouse. So that's just kind of like your typical career in real estate.
How did you get first interest in real estate?
Well, when I was in college studying electrical engineering, the first year I went and got my real estate license and started working as a broker for commercial properties. And that's how I started. So regardless of what I was doing at the time, which was, initially film, I always was doing the real estate on the side.
Oh, wow. Okay. And so were you involved in real estate when it comes to purchasing studios and TV companies and everything like that?
No, they're really separate. So there's not much real estate involved in the film business.
Okay. I was more thinking about you purchasing a lot, like say for Universal Studios, more Disney and everything else. There was also a time too where movie stars and directors would buy land in Montana of all places. And it's like, California's situation was like, it was this, everything was getting pretty high. And then George Lucas bought like so many acres of property in Montana just for his film studio. And I thought, holy cow, it's just like, buying up all Atlanta, Montana. Yeah,
that's very common. There are a lot of Hollywood bigwigs that own property up there and in Wyoming, and big ranches.
And also, too, you also have the book, The Human Condition, as well, too. And tell us more about the book and what inspired you to write it.
Well, during the years, I've based on my experience, my life experience, but mostly as a child, I was born in Iran and came over when I was a year old, I think, and grew up in New York. And then as kind of an American kid, at 8 years old, I went back to Iran and lived there for 6 years. So I had this pretty incredible juxtaposition of cultures. And I was able to observe how people lived. It was a poor country at the time, Iran. And, I started watching how people were happy and weren't happy. And what fascinated me was that it didn't always correlate to material wealth. I saw very, very poor people that were extremely happy in life. And conversely, I was privileged to know very wealthy people, and I saw a lot of them were miserable and just didn't seem to be happy. So, I always, for myself initially, I always sought to find kind of like the secret of being happier. I don't know if it's the secret to happiness entirely, but at least to have a better existence, a more satisfying experience through life. So I developed this philosophy, and it really worked for me. It helped me, I think, be a more content and generally happy person, and an appreciative person. So I just decided, even though I wasn't technically a writer, although I've written scripts, it's really different. I decided to try writing a book about that philosophy. And I thought, if it helps one person, it'll be a wonderful thing. So I ended up enjoying writing it. And I think I think it's something that people can read, and it's not preachy. It doesn't tell you how to think or be, but it has suggestions. It has elements to it that you can even practice in daily life that I think could possibly enhance.
Mm-hmm. And what are some suggestions that you offer in the book?
Well, I mean, just a random example. One of the things I realize is that we all do this, and that's why the book is called The Human Condition. We're very programmed, even though each of us is very different. We're very similar in many different ways. And one of those ways is, we tend to focus on what we don't have and what we're lacking in life. And we tend to forget to appreciate all that we do have. And, in human history, I don't think we've had more. I mean, if you compare yourself to someone super wealthy, you're always going to find someone that has it, quote, better. But in human history, I mean, we have 3 square meals available to us every day. We have shelter. We have automation, smartphones. I mean, we have everything to make our lives really comfortable, comparatively speaking. And yet we tend to forget to appreciate or focus on those things, and we focus on the negative. So one of the things I suggest in the book, which I do every night, is before I fall asleep, I just take 1 or 2 minutes and I list all the positive things in my life. And it's from the people that I love to even material goods, or the fact that I'm, just sheltered and I live in a great place and I'm able to work and play and pets, all the little things. One of the things I find is as you start working on that list, it becomes endless. And I think after a while, you start feeling euphoric. And it's not that we always have negative things in our lives, and it doesn't put the negative away. It doesn't solve any problem. But I think what it does is it comparatively makes those problems a little lesser in our minds in terms of importance, when we really start weighing all the positive against those negatives that we're feeling at the time.
That's really interesting as well, too. And maybe just, a couple more examples, like, say, you apply to your audience out there. It's just like, what's one thing you'd be thankful for? Or it's like, how do you overcome like a negative situation? And so how do you achieve like a balanced lifestyle? It seems like that's been the very difficult thing these days. And social media seems to encourage like, go one extreme to the other.
And that's a lot of what the book talks about. Unfortunately, we're very polarized today. And, again, back to the human condition and human nature, we're tribal. We're followers. Not everyone can be a leader. There's a part of us that wants to follow, that wants to sign on to a ideology and be part of the team, part of the club. And, I think what happens with that is we forget to start judging things for ourselves, and we tend to accept things wholesale from a particular ideology. And a good example of that is this polarization that's political in nature. I mean, everyone feels, hey, I'm a Republican or I'm a Democrat, I'm a liberal or a conservative, and I have to believe everything and fight vehemently for everything that side says and believes. But, why not take the middle ground? Why not accept what you like out of one ideology and accept some of the other? And also, if there's difference of opinion, why not try and find a middle ground, as far as instead of harboring anger and resentment. So a lot of that is discussed in the book about how we can become, I think, more content people by, first of all, acknowledging that we're tribal and acknowledging our tendencies, identifying them, and then using the power of our minds, which is substantial, to fight those tendencies and arrive at a place that is more peaceful and comfortable for ourselves.
That's really interesting. It's almost like the concept of sharing common ground and finding things that we have in common. It can even go back to basics. What's your favorite color? I mean, what pets do you like? Or like, say, where you live, or even like, who's your favorite baseball or football team? Or even what do you like on your pizza? You can even go down to that level in terms of sharing common ground.
Yeah, and common ground is wonderful, and it's what brings people together. But I tend to focus in the book on what about those that don't have things in common with you, and can you be more accepting of them? Can you not be angry at them? If you're able to say, hey, this is what I believe. I like the color blue, but if you like the color green, hey, that's great. I can also appreciate that that's your preference, rather than, you know what, you're an idiot because you like the color green.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of it's not easy. I don't think any of this is easy, but it takes reflection. It takes working on ourselves, on our attitudes. But I think once we do it, we can find great success in it, and slowly but surely kind of get at a place that's more comfortable in life. And again, I use the word happiness, but I'm not trying to say that, hey, this book is going to have you dancing in the streets 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
It's just elevating your base level of contentment during life. And I think that's really important, because I believe life is a pretty damn special gift that we all share. And it's very time limited. Mm-hmm. We have a limited time on Earth, and I think we should strive to really enjoy that time in harmony.
Mm-hmm. And also, lastly, as well, too, how would you solve most of the world's problems today, applying this principle in the book, The Human Condition, Pathway to Peace and Fulfillment?
I'm not sure there's one magical answer to that, but if there was one word to do that, it would be, well, I'll use two words because they're so compatible together. It's kindness and tolerance. I think if we feel kindness in our heart, it's contagious. I mean, you smile at someone, I'm not sure they can resist but smile back, even if they're grumpy at the moment. And tolerance, tolerance first and foremost is a gift to ourselves, because it eliminates anger and hatred, which is really a poison that we bring upon ourselves. Because, yeah, people make us angry, rightfully so sometimes. They can make us furious, but that anger and hate you feel doesn't do anything to whoever you're angry at. But it truly is a poison to yourself. It actually has direct health consequences, being angry and resentful and hateful. So letting those feelings go are a big part of what I talk about, and hopefully can contribute to a better world.
Mm-hmm. And lastly, where can we find the book at?
The book is pretty much everywhere that you can buy books: Amazon, Apple, all the sites that sell books. And there's a website for it too, the Human Condition website, that you can order the book.
Sounds good. We'll check that out. And what's coming out for author Bob Yari in 2021 and beyond, we'll find out just 1 minute. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Also brought to you by official sponsor of The Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson's The of Missing, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Also brought to you by Picture This Photo Books, where memories come back to life. Call Karen Shaw at 646-798-0809 or visit picturethisphotobooks.com. We'll be back with the author of the book, The Human Condition, Bob Yari, after this time out. This edition of The Mike Wagner Show is brought to you by Picture This Photo Books, where remembering is the key ingredient. how beautiful your mother looked at her wedding, and even more so at yours. And who doesn't miss Grandma's meatballs? The holidays are coming. What better time to give a gift of remembrance that makes you laugh and cry all at the same time? Whatever gift of Grandma's recipes, or just because, those smiles and tears will melt your heart. Call Karen Shaw at 646-798-0809 or visit picturethisphotoBooks.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 10% off your first order. Picture This Photo Books, bringing your memories back to life. They're whimsical, casual, or formal, and always uniquely you.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. You know, it talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamosenzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey, this is Ray Powers. And if there's one thing you can count on in these unpredictable times, it's that you're in good hands getting some great radio, courtesy of The Mike Wagner Show.
That's okay, I'm not looking to rain.
We're back with author Bob Yari of The Human Condition, also producer of over 40 movies on the Mike Wagner Show, and also own production company, Yari Film Group. And Bob, you've just been totally amazing. I love hearing your story about how you achieved and also writing the book. And what can we expect in 2021 and beyond, Bob?
Well, we have lots of TV series coming online through a new company, 101 Studios, that I'm a part of. And I have a second book coming out also. So hopefully I can come back and talk to you about that book when that's out.
Certainly we'll do so. And we should be happy by then after reading that first book. And, and who do you, yeah, and Common Ground too. Don't worry about that. Who do you consider your biggest influence in career, Bob?
I'm sorry, say that again?
I said, who do you consider your biggest influence in your career?
I'm not sure I have one person I can point at, but obviously there are many. I mean, we all have mentors and people we look up to and learn from. So, the person that's inspired me most in my life would probably be my father.
Okay. I think that's a pretty good one for you dads out there. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
In what field? On film?
It can be anything, in general or whatever.
No, in general, what I would give as advice is really in that book, and it's really just trying to make people spend more time on their own happiness. Mm-hmm. And what I have found, and what I believe absolutely, is that we can make a rather significant difference when we try, when we really focus on it. It's not something, a lot of people go through life and they're waiting for happiness to hit them in the head. Either strike it rich, win the lottery, or get fame or fortune, whatever it is. Life is the journey. It's not the destination. And I think a lot of people don't really realize how much of that is in our own hands, and how capable we are of using the power of our minds to adjust our thinking in a way that'll make things a lot better for us.
Mm-hmm. And that's a very good point as well, too. Once again, author Bob Yari of The Human Condition on the Mike Wagner Show. Bob, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely terrific. Looking forward to having you again soon. Make sure you keep us up to date. Love to have you back in 2021 and beyond. Don't forget to keep in touch. Once again, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website? How do people contact you? Where can people purchase or check out your book and your other works?
Well, the works are coming out on various cable channels, Paramount Network and all its affiliated channels are probably the biggest carrier of one-on-one studio product. But on the book, again, The Human Condition website or Amazon, anywhere else, Barnes and Nobles, wherever they sell books.
Okay.
So,
We'll certainly check those out. Once again, Bob, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely terrific. Looking forward to having you again soon. Just keep us up to date and love to have you back on 2021. Don't forget to keep in touch. You've been absolutely terrific.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks for having me.
Picture this photo books, where remembering is the key ingredient. Preserving memories, keeping the memories of your loved ones alive as they reach in and touch your heart. How beautiful your mother looked at her wedding, and even more so at yours. The holidays are coming. What better time to give a gift of remembrance that makes you laugh and cry all at the same time? Whether it's a gift of past holidays, grandma's recipes, long ago moments, or just because, those smiles and tears will melt your heart. Call Karen Shaw at 646-798-0809. Once again, that's 646-798-0809. Or visit picturethisphotoBooks.com.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. It talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamoshenzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.